Hello everybody, my name is Aaron Fisher. I'm Dojo Cho of Calgary Aikikai Aikido Club. We're just here to perform a demonstration for you, and I'll make some explanations about what we're about to do. So Aikido is a martial art that was developed in the 20th century, but it was based on forms that were much older than that. And it always starts off with wrist grab. So we'll start with that. So it's called katate dori in Japanese, and it just means grabbing the wrist. When you're starting out in Aikido, you start with some slower movements that are easy to work with, and your partner can give you an attack that is sincere but not overwhelming, so that a beginner can learn the techniques. The founder of Calgary Aikikai came to Calgary in 1980 and established the dojo, so we've just had our 45th anniversary. We have programs for adults as well as teens and for children as young as 6. The difference between Aikido and a lot of other martial arts is that we're not trying to win a fight in Aikido. It looks sometimes like it's a bit like fighting, but the techniques are designed to enhance body awareness, body movement, and personal development. It's not strictly about self-defense, although the techniques are rooted in jiu-jitsu, so they can be used for self-defense if that is something that is necessary. But the main objective in Aikido is to establish harmony and peace with your attacker, not to defeat them. Now we'll progress to techniques that use a striking attack. This is called shomenuchi, which is a strike to the head. The shomenuchi attack is also kind of a formal attack in that we don't expect that someone would strike you with such deliberate direction to it, but it's a really good way of learning the movement, and it's a very direct and in a sense it's predictable, so that you can learn from the attack. It's not just something random, something very something that you can take with you and use, as opposed to just something that's just come at you from any other direction. But that said, there's no saying that in the practical sense, an attack, say with an empty bottle or a baseball bat or something like that, wouldn't come from a vertical strike. So it does have practical application as well. Another style of attack that we use is from behind. So we call this ushiro, which means behind, and tekubidori, which is wrist grab. The way we train in Aikido is we don't have winners and losers. It's not competitive. We always know who will be performing the technique and who will be the attacker. And in this way, the attacker is actually helping the person doing the technique to learn the practice. And as well as just the physical aspects, in Aikido we're learning the awareness, personal awareness and situational awareness. We do attacks with multiple attackers at times. And as you'll see soon, we do attacks with weapons. Now we'll move on to weapons techniques. On your left, Olha and Igor are practicing a weapons sequence. That's the 16 Jo kata, and it is a partner practice. So you can, each person's actually doing the exact same technique, same series of movements, just one step apart. Weapons training teaches you timing and spacing between partners. It heightens your awareness, adds a bit more edge, literal sometimes, than a hand technique does. On the other side, Xuan is demonstrating some techniques with the tanto, or the knife. And although it may look a little bit dangerous, we always emphasize safety on the mat, and we really strive to never injure anybody at the Aikido dojo. But it is a martial art, so sometimes there's the odd bumps and bruise. Now I'll demonstrate some disarmament techniques from the sword. I will follow that with some seated techniques. In Aikido, we often practice in a seated position on the mat, as would be traditional in Japan for a lot of martial arts have ground content. And then I'll do some freestyle movements, and that will conclude our demonstration. Well, thank you from Calgary Aikikai. You're welcome to come and visit us or check out our website, waza.ca. Anyone can come try a class. You can do 4 free classes just to try it out and see if it's something you'd like to do. I find it very good for the body and the mind and personal development. And we learn how to take any kind of attack, be it personal or physical, and turn it into something peaceful. So thank you for your attention.